I thought it was real tight. I didn't think there was a lot of scoring chances. We had it even at 9-9. Tom did the scoring chances. He's usually a little more generous. But so there's not much chances, really. And I expect the same. Both teams got to find a way to generate more.
Coach Joe McDonnell, ESPN Boston. Milan Lucic was fined $5,000 by the league for his spear. What did you think of that play?
Well, it doesn't matter what I think. They pay people to look after that stuff.
This is a little off the grid, but when you coached the Ducks in '03, that team kind of cut a hole through the playoffs and was stifling to other teams. Now, rules have changed, obviously, but I'm speaking in general. It seems like every year there's a team in the playoffs that finds a way to derail teams that expect to be there at the end. They may not win the cup, but they have a style of game, something they do that really sends other people back to the drawing board. How long into the playoffs do you go before you know whether you can be that team or that you see another team emerging as that kind of team?
Well, I think what you do is when you're a lower seed, you imagine that, you believe that, you try to make that happen. It's one thing to talk about, it's another thing to do it. The team that I coached in '03, I think that was the year anyway in Anaheim, we were the second best team in hockey in the second half of the year next to the Red Wings. It wasn't like a miracle. We had a heck of a team. We had a big-time D and great goaltending and depth up front. So, that team lost in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. I don't think you can talk about a team that's won one playoff game in the same way.
Mike, have some of the young guys kind of re-energized you a little bit? You were smiling an awful lot out there on the practice ice, a little more than usual, it might have seemed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, at playoff time each and every year, it's always enjoyable. One of the reasons it's enjoyable is because your players are all in. Lots of times during the year, it's a grind for them and a grind for you, and that's just the way the NHL is. And the more depth and talent you have, the easier it is because you win every day. With our group, we have lots of great kids. We have lots of good young players. I believe our team's going in the right direction, and we see growth every day. And so, that's a positive thing. It's way easier to practice after you win than after you lose. That's been the way always, and that's why winning's so much fun.
Mike, just talk about your team's discipline. Only one penalty last night. How important is that going to be going forward here to maintain that?
Well, I think it's important. I mean, I thought Yurko could have had a penalty for a free hand. I thought they could have had, they could have had a number of penalties. But they are what they are. I'm not interested in the referees solving any problems. I think the players are out there deciding who wins, and I think that's good. I thought the game was officiated just fine last night, and I thought both teams tried to be as disciplined as they could.